Greetings, good people. Happy Taco Tuesday. It's November 15th. The year is 2022. And the Grammy nominations are going to be announced today. I don't know what time you are watching this, but the Grammy nominations are going to be announced today at 12 noon Eastern Standard Time. Okay. Check your local listings. Anyway, happy Tuesday, everybody. Hopefully, you're having a splendid day this far. I wanted to swing by, discuss a couple of hot topics. Did you guys get an opportunity to watch the Love and Hip Hop Atlanta reunion part one? Yes, I still watch Love and Hip Hop. I no longer review the show, but I did catch parts of the reunion yesterday. I didn't watch it in its entirety. I had other things to do, right? So I'll catch up. But there are clips circulating all over social media. So I wanted to touch on that a little bit. Growing Up Hip Hop, speaking of reality TV, is going to be returning, and Little Romeo is going to be returning to the show. So I have my opinions about that. Megan Thee Stallion, did you guys hear that she was granted a restraining order against her record label head or owner operator Carl Crawford? Man, I tell you, that guy is hustling backwards, and he's been doing so for quite some time. So I'm going to share my thoughts on that. Got a couple of other hot topics sprinkled in between: Jay Leno, Nas, King's Disease 3, Glorilla, and some other things. All right, so as you're coming in, please pay your admission fee by hitting the like button. Thank you. Drop down in the comments, share your thoughts. I definitely don't mind. All right. So without further ado, let's get into some news that I guess you could use. Jeff Bezos is filthy, stinking rich. Okay. He is the founder of Amazon. All right. So according to the Jasmine brand, it's going to be a Jasmine brand kind of day today, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Shout out to the Jasmine brand. Jeff Bezos, he commits to giving away majority of his $124 billion fortune to charity. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get into this article. Let me read it so that you don't have to. Okay. During a recent interview with CNN, Jeff Bezos revealed that he plans on devoting the bulk of his wealth to fighting climate change and supporting people who can unify humanity in the face of deep social and political divisions. Bezos and his partner Lauren Sanchez announced Dolly Parton as the recipient of this year's Bezos Courage and Civility Award. Did you guys know that this existed? That Jeff Bezos has his own award where he gives out millions of dollars to a recipient who he deems worthy. All right. The iconic singer and philanthropist will be awarded $100 million, which will go toward her various charities. When asked why they chose Dolly Parton, Jeff Bezos says, "Look at what she's done and how she's led her life and the way she's done it. These bold things, always with civility and kindness. She's a unifier." That was a vague ass statement. What does that mean? Now, this is no shade to Dolly Parton, but isn't Dolly Parton already swimming in riches, right? So she's now going to be gifted or given $100 million, and she is to donate these millions of dollars to charities of her choice. Yeah, okay. Echoing a similar sentiment, Lauren Sanchez, who is Jeff Bezos' partner, added, "When you think of Dolly, look, everyone smiles, right?" Did you smile when I said Dolly Parton? She is just beaming with light. And all she wants to do is bring light into other people's worlds. And so we couldn't have thought of someone better than to give this award to Dolly. And we know she's going to do amazing things with it. Despite being the fourth wealthiest person in the world, Jeff Bezos has refrained from setting a specific amount to give away in his lifetime. According to reports, Bezos has committed $10 billion over 10 years, or about 8%, just 8% of his current net worth, to the Bezos Earth Fund, which Lauren Sanchez co-chairs. So what do you guys think about this? Now, I'm one to never tell people what they should do with their money, right? I don't watch other people's pockets. I don't want people watching mine. But, it's so interesting that one human being has all this money, right? Seemingly so, because we don't know if this is true or not, right? Let's just assume that he is as wealthy as he is being reported to be. 1 billion, 100 and something odd billion dollars. Okay. Dolly Parton is getting 100 million. Do you know how much homelessness, poverty that can eradicate 100 million? You hear these stories about these financially wealthy people given to charities, and yet it seems like, is there a hole at the end of that charity bucket? Because it seems as you're putting all this money into charity and then boop, it just disappears. Where does the money go? You still have homelessness running rampant in this country that's so technologically advanced, right? So supposed to be educationally advanced in so many areas, but you still have homelessness, poverty, jobs are, employment is down. It's interesting. And then you have people flaunting their wealth, a billionaire, a trillionaire. He's the fourth wealthiest person in the world or in America or what have you. And again, homelessness can be eradicated with just a fraction of what this man has monetarily. But hey, who am I? Okay, you do what you want to do with your monies. All right, what do you guys think about that? Again, I'm not the type of person to tell someone what to do with their money and how to do it. You do you, boo boo. You do you. All right, let's move this along. Okay, who is up next? Oh, I thought that this article was very, very interesting. Apparently, there is a white sign language interpreter who was booted from Lion King on Broadway because of his skin color. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Buckle up, because I thought this was interesting. An actor and comedian was removed from his role as sign language interpreter on Broadway's production of The Lion King because he is white, according to a discrimination lawsuit filed last Tuesday. Okay. The guy, Keith Wan, 53, has claimed that back in late March, right, he was hired to work as an ASL interpreter on The Lion King. And that's pretty much an impressive gig. The Lion King on Broadway is a long running show on Broadway. Anyway, a few days later, Juan and another interpreter were reportedly asked to back out of interpreting the show after officials with the nonprofit Theater Development Fund, which arranges for ASL interpreters to work on Broadway, they basically determined that it was no longer appropriate to have white interpreters sign on behalf of Black characters. This is interesting. The organization wanted Black interpreters to assume the roles instead. Now, according to emails included in the lawsuit, when the guy was told by Lisa Carling, the director of Theater Development Fund's accessibility program, that he was no longer welcome on the show. With great embarrassment and apologies, Carling supposedly wrote to Wan and fellow interpreter, another interpreter who was white. I'm asking you both to please back out of interpreting the show for us on Sunday, April 24th. I don't see any other way out of this. It seems like the best solution, Carling claimed. Carling asserted that, she was making the request on behalf of another person, the director of ASL for The Lion King, who everybody's passing the buck basically, who allegedly wrote Carling. The majority of the characters in The Lion King are Black actors, and the content takes place in Africa. Keith Wan, although an amazing ASL performer, is not a Black person and therefore should not be representing Lion King. Wow. Now, what do you guys think about this? Now, as it pertains to Hollywood, I know this is Broadway, so this is a different beast. As it pertains to Hollywood, right? Over the years, we've seen many misrepresentations, I would say, when it comes to certain movies, specifically for this point, like let's say things that took place in Egypt, okay? People that look like they might not have been born and raised or have lineage in Egypt per se. You follow me here? Trying to be very sensitive to this thing called the algorithm. Anyway, what do you guys think about this? So he is filing, this white sign language interpreter is filing a lawsuit against the company, the production company, or the ASL company. Do you think he has a strong case? He says Just seeing that is discrimination. It doesn't matter if I'm white or black. This is what Wan said. This is blatant, and I would just hope that other people who have also experienced this would step forward. I don't know how I feel about this. Is it blatant discrimination? Uh it could be. I could see how it could be. I know that sounds crazy. I'm hesitating, right? But I understand that the Lion King, the basically the story surrounding the Lion King, I get it. I get why the production team would want a black sign language interpreter. I don't know, man. I don't know. He might have a lawsuit. He might have a lawsuit. I don't know. What do you guys think about that? I get it. It's like, you want black stories to be told by black people. You want black actors and actresses to be represented in film and on Broadway, on television, right? When telling black stories. I get it. Do you think he has a strong case? He might. He absolutely positively might have a strong case. It depends on what the stipulations of his contract are. I don't know. Maybe it's an at will thing, so they can, let him go at any time. But then they indicated the reason why they're letting him go, him and the other person, is because he's white. I don't know. That's going to be very interesting. I'll be interested to see how that pans out. Will I follow up with it? Maybe, maybe not. We shall see. But let me know what you think. All right. Jay Leno. Did you guys see this? This is absolutely tragic and sad. Jay Leno, he was hospitalized with severe facial burns after a car fire, right? So Jay Leno, he was admitted to a burn center after a freak car fire left him with a serious injury to his face. Now, according to reports, the former Tonight Show host and car collector was in a Los Angeles garage where he stores his car on Sunday, November 13th, when one of the vehicles erupted into flames. Sources confirmed that the flames severely burned the left side of Jay Leno's face, but did not injure his eye or ear. Reports state that the entertainer's impressive car collection includes over 180 vehicles, such as exotic cars, hypercars, and museum-grade artifacts. Jay Leno's garage also features numerous affordable and attainable cars. It's unclear which of his vehicles may have malfunctioned. The 72-year-old comedian was reportedly transported to the burn center in LA, where he remains. Jay Leno's condition is currently unknown. In addition, he has canceled all of his engagements for the duration of the week. Oh my God. He was scheduled to appear at the financial brand conference in Las Vegas on Sunday night, but was forced to cancel shortly before. An email notice to the conference attendees read. His family was not able to provide us, with any details. But there's a very serious medical emergency that is preventing Jay from traveling. This was the letter that was sent to whatever function he was to attend. All we know is that he is alive, so our prayers go out to him and his families tonight. Oh my goodness, this is so sad. When I heard that he was hospitalized, I'm like, what the heck happened? Nowadays when you open up an article or you see something posted on social media, you like, Lord have mercy, not another one, Lord. You think like someone else has been called home to glory. But I'm glad that he's alive, and hopefully we'll find out exactly what happened when he's completely rehabilitated and heal. I wonder what could have happened. Do you think it was like a setup or something like that? I don't know. Damn near got to be a conspiracy. You don't have to be, but damn near got to be a conspiracy theorist these days, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know. I'm glad that he's alive and well. I know some people were being extremely insensitive on Twitter. That's where it goes down. And they said that they didn't care. But that's unfortunate. Jay Leno, I used to watch The Tonight Show back in the day, as a youngin' for many, many years. So I wish him nothing but the best. That's so unfortunate. Can you imagine something that you love to do, collecting cars, that is harmless to your fellow man, a harmless hobby, seemingly so, turned damn near fatal? My God. Well, best wishes to Jay Leno. I'm sure he's receiving the best care. He's rich. He has money. All right, moving along. I thought that this was another funny article. Don't worry, we're going to get to the juicy stuff, but I got to give you some news you could use and certain things that's happening, yada, yada. Okay, this is according to blackenterprise.com, right? So, a Burlington coat factory called out for displaying Black Santa with ethnic sounding names. All right, so get into this, y'all. And then I'm going to show you the video. So a TikTok user by the name of Sammy Joe Williams, they posted a video showing the difference between the black and white Santa Claus on display at her local Burlington, right? So in the video, you see the woman, she pans over to show the two diverse Santas placed alongside each other and holding a long list of names. White Santa had a list of names that consisted of Daniel, Mary, Patrick, Mindy, Christian. And then she pans over to the Black Santa. Black Santa's list had names that listed LaShawn, Terrence, Damien, Latoya. Okay. Viewers, they basically had mixed reactions, of course, to what appeared to be Burlington's failed attempt at diversity. And oh God, y'all got a problem with everything. I don't understand how this is a failed attempt at diversity. So somebody said, as a Latoya, one of the commenters wrote, as a Latoya, I'm happy to see my name on anything. I've never been able to buy a little nameplate. Okay. One user even requested a Mexican Santa. Over on Twitter, one user asked the community to peep the name difference between the two Santas. All right. Clearly, the Black Santa contained a different set of names, seemingly made to represent the Black community, while some users credited the different names for serving as a representation of diverse communities. Others found it offensive. Lord have mercy. Y'all think everything is a problem, but I can't tell anyone who, how, when, what, and where to be offended. All right. So let me see if I could pull the video up. Is it going to show on here? All right, y'all. Let's take a lookie. Like to hear it? Here go. No.
Okay. Come here, look. Look, White Santa has got Daniel, Mary, Patrick, Mindy, Christian. Black Santa, he got LaShawn, he got Terrence, he got Damien, he got Latoya. Like, what the fuck?
Is it because the person, I guess they might have been white, right? Was it because it's a white person saying? What is offensive about that? Listen, your mama and your father your parents named you what the hell they named you, right? One of the users basically stated that they were happy to see their name on the list, right? Because growing up, they weren't able to find their names on anything, all right? Luckily, that's not the case for myself and my brother, all right? My mother named myself and my brother a common name, I guess, right? So when we went to Disney World, we were able to find cups, license plates, trinkets, keychains, all that good stuff with our names on it, all right? But I can only imagine, Lakeisha or Lee apostrophe Toya wanting to get a keychain with her name on it and probably have to pay extra to get it custom made because it wasn't on the rack, okay? Taekwon probably couldn't get a coffee mug or a tea mug with his or her name on it, because Taekwon could be unisex, right? These days, who knows? So I don't see anything wrong with it. I don't know what do you want? If Black Santa would have had the same names as White Santa, it would have been a problem. So representation is important. Look, blame your parents. Your parents are the ones that name you some of these interesting, creative, colorful names. Why can't their name be on the list? I don't see anything wrong with it. Shout out to Black Santa. And someone else said, hey, maybe we should get a Mexican Santa. Why the heck not? Why the heck not? This is for little kids anyway, who, been taught about Santa and probably believe that Santa does what Santa does. Okay. I don't know if any children are listening. I don't want to ruin any childhood. Okay. But yeah, why not? America is a very diverse country. All right. So why not? Why we can't get no, maybe can't get that kind of Santa. I was gonna say something that might have been borderline offensive, but not intentional. But anyway, listen, I don't have a problem with Taekwon, Latoya, Deshaun, Leroy, Terrence and them being on Black Santa's list. I absolutely don't have a problem with that. I don't think it's offensive. I think it's just representation. No, like Lord, people be acting so offended over everything. But again, if you want to be offended, you go right on ahead and be offended. All right, who's up next, child? Speaking of ghetto, um, did y'all hear that Miss Keisha Cole, honey, is going to have a biopic possibly on Lifetime? And yes, I said speaking of ghetto because Keisha Cole to me is very ghetto. All right. So once again, according to the Jasmine brand, Keisha Cole Lifetime biopic in the works. Do you want to see a biopic about Keisha Cole? I don't. I don't. I'm keeping it a buck. So let's read this article. It looks like Keisha Cole's life story will play out on the small screen. The Jasmine brand exclusively reports that Keisha Cole, who's 41, Lifetime biopic is on the way. Our insiders also revealed that the network is in pre-production. This is really happening, and filming is slated to start at the end of this year. Why? Keisha Cole is a singer-songwriter and television personality born and raised in Oakland, California. That's the Bay, right? Shout out to the Bay if it is, no disrespect. Cole began her career as a background singer for MC Hammer. After singing with A&M Records, she released her debut album, The Way It Is, in 2005. The album went on to become certified platinum and garnered 2 nominations at the 2006 Soul Train Music Awards. In addition to music, Keisha Cole starred in the BET reality television series Keisha Cole, The Way It Is, from 2005 to 2008, which became one of the most watched programs in the network's history. Dubbed by critics as the princess of hip hop soul, I've never heard anyone call her that. Keisha Cole is best known for her soulful voice. Her work has earned her numerous awards and accolades, including an ASCAP award and a Billboard Music Award. More recently, from 2019 to 2020, she hosted the Fox Soul syndicated television talk show One on One with Keisha Cole. I hated the episode that she had with her mother because I thought when her late mother, may she rest in peace, because I thought that she brought her mother on there to embarrass her, and I didn't like that. Over the years, Lifetime has been responsible for several biopics, including the Clark sisters. That was really good. The First Ladies of Gospel, Whitney, Toni Braxton, Unbreak My Heart, and Aaliyah, the Princess of R&B. Those were all terrible. Whitney was terrible. Toni Braxton's biopic was terrible. Aaliyah was probably the absolute worst. Shout out to Wendy Williams, who was executive producer of that. Anyway, no words yet on when we can expect to see Keisha Cole's biopics. Now, what are your thoughts about Keisha Cole? I know a lot of people like Keisha Cole. She makes a lot of music that a lot of women can relate to, heartbreak music, real kind of women's empowerment type music, right? Can I say that? It's so funny that I'm talking about this because earlier this morning on the radio, yes, I still listen to the radio, I heard Keisha Cole's song Love. And baby, when I tell you that I cannot stand that song, it reminds me of when I was in college, living on campus. Honey, ooh, some of the girls would get drunk and be singing that song on Saturday nights out their window. All of them gathering together in their dorm room or in their apartment at that time, just singing the blues. And boy, I can't stand that song. So when I heard it, I was like, I haven't heard this song in years. Yuck. No shade to Keisha Cole. Listen, she's a talented artist. I personally didn't really care for her attitude throughout the show. I'm sure her family has gotten on her nerves tremendously over the years, but still, all in all, her attitude to me just seems very stank. That's the perfect word that I could use to describe her attitude. Very stank. And I remember when y'all tried it and tried to compare her to Mary J. Blige. Who? Who? Let me see if I can pull up Mary J. Y'all see Mary J. Blige lately on the Instagram? Let me see if I can pull up Mary J. You guys make sure you're liking the video, okay? That's your admission fee. If you're just joining, welcome. Yeah, see right here. I know I saved this. Y'all had the nerve to compare Keisha Cole to my girl Mary J of the Blige. And I said, The nerve. Let me see if I can pull this up. I saw this picture yesterday. Mary is out here serving the girls breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Okay. Eating. Let me put this full screen. Ain't Mary like 52 or something? Go Mary. Go Mary. Look at Mary. Snatch. Best dressed since the early 90s, since 94. Maybe 92. Was it 92? Best dressed since 92. Maybe even 91. I don't know. Mary, come on. Y'all try to compare her to Mary J. Blige. I've never heard anybody call her the princess of R&B soul and or whatever the hell y'all call it. It's Keisha Cole, huh? Neffy's sister. Nefertaria's sister. All right, let's move this along, shall we? Okay, a little bit of music news, ladies and gentlemen. I definitely wanted to talk about King's Disease 3. There, unfortunately, the debut of Nas's what's this, his 16th, 17th studio album? I don't even know. I lost count, right? This is being overshadowed by the fact that 21 Savage said that Nas isn't relevant, you know. And then he struggled to articulate his definition of relevant, because you know everybody got their own definition these days. Very rare do they go by the book. But his this is another masterpiece, you know what I'm saying? And I really think it sucks. Also, Nas's home was burglarized. It's just so many things going on around the debut of King's Disease 3. This was dropped on November 11th, and Nas ain't miss a beat. Point blank, period. Nas is still crushing it. He still looks good. He sounds good. Everything is good. His music is great. I mean, Nas is like a OG, triple OG. And as far as relevant, whatever. I mean, whatever. People are gonna say whatever the heck they're gonna say. 21 Savage saying that Nas isn't relevant doesn't take away Nas's tenure in the game. Okay, we're talking about, like I said, he's been in the game for what, 30 years? If is it, it's 29, 30, 30, 31, over 30 years, if not already 30 years, right? This studio album is album number something in the double digits, 16, 17, something like that. And like, let's keep it a buck. Nas is your favorite rapper's favorite rapper 9 times out of 10, right? Nas is like in everybody's top 5. Everybody has had, all hip hop heads have had that conversation. Who's in your top 5 and who's your sixth man? You know, we've all, those of us who are hip hop heads have had that conversation. And 9 times out of 10, Nas is in a lot of people's top 5. It gets to the point where who's in your top 5 besides Biggie, Jay-Z, and Nas? And then you go from there. You know what I'm saying? So this dude is not just relevant. Like I said, he's a staple, and he's managed to put out project after project after project, mixtapes, collaboration albums, compilation albums. Like, come on, some of your favorite rappers are using Nas's bars, right? Like, come on, man. Even up until a few years ago, like his old stuff has been sampled. Come on, let's just stop. Not to mention, uh, he has a course dedicated to him at Harvard, right? Harvard and Brown University. So Nas is solidified forever. Like, he's part of the Library of Congress. Professors want to sit down with him and dissect his lyric. Like, I don't I don't care what 21 Savage says. Like, you know what I'm saying? I understand that it's a lot of people are talking about it, and it's good because it's creating conversation. And now 21 Savage, I guess he's kind of like trying to backpedal and said that I didn't say that Nas wasn't irrelevant. He's a GOAT. You know, they get on that Clubhouse app, and people just start acting stupid and saying dumb stuff. And listen, if he feels Nas is irrelevant, whatever his definition of irrelevant or relevant is, it doesn't matter. Nas is cemented in history. So We'll see where 31 Savage is 30 years into, what did I say? 31 Savage? We'll see where 21 Savage is 31 years or 30 years into his career and still see if he is relevant. I'm just saying Nas is, he's I just can't even, I don't even know why I'm even entertaining this. Anyway, King's Disease 3, great body of work. I like King's Disease 2 as well. I don't even want to get into what's my favorite Nas album. It's a toss up, and that can turn into a very long conversation. So I'll spare you guys. So congratulations to Nas. It's unfortunate that his home was burglarized. He wasn't home. His business portfolio, we can't come on, Nas isn't relevant. What? Some of the brands that you probably use, Nas had a hand in. You got a ring doorbell, the Ring from Amazon. Come on, man. He sold that idea to Amazon. He was a part of that. Never mind. His business portfolio plus his music portfolio isn't relevant. Come on. What's your definition of relevant? Anyway, shout out to Nas. Much respect to Nasir Jones. Always and forever. All right. So Miss Gloria Hallelujah Woods, Glorilla, she dropped her EP. Her EP is 9 songs. I still struggle to understand what's the difference between mixtape, EP. Mixtape meant something different back in the day, but I think she did a good job for her debut. She is going to be performing at the American Music Awards, so shout out to Glorilla. She recently sat down with Angie Martinez and she shared some things. She sat down with $1 Million Worth of Game podcast as well. I like interviews, good interviews where you can learn a little bit more about the artist. But do you guys know that she isn't even getting any money for F&F allegedly? I was reading that. Anyway, shout out to her. I can see it for her. I just hope that she doesn't get caught up in the politics of the business of music. As long as she surrounds herself with good people, I think that she will be okay. And I do enjoy her music. And I like the fact that a lot of guys like her music as well. A lot of men be bumping her music. She's getting support from a lot of people. Nas, OG, even, gave her props. So I know that she is on cloud 9 right now. And I just want to see her win and do her thing. So shout out to Miss Gloria Hallelujah Woods. Did you check out her EP? Anyways, life's great. So good for her. Why wouldn't this be an album? It's 9 songs. Is it they just want to see what the EP does? I don't get it. I'd be curious to know why didn't they just let her put out an album instead of an EP? Probably something contractually. I don't know. I'm wishing her the best though. All right, moving along. So Love and Hip Hop Atlanta season, I don't even know. Reunion Part 1 aired yesterday. Yesterday was Monday, right? So I thought that this was interesting. The only thing that I'm going to talk about now, because I may do this in a separate video, I don't know, is Erica Mena and Safari. Erica Mena and Safari's situation is really interesting. So here it is in a nutshell. I don't feel sorry for Erica. Erica is not a victim, right? Erica is yelling at Safari and everybody, it's all over social media how Safari is a quote unquote deadbeat. He doesn't take care of his kids. Bambi annoyed me to no end this season because she was basically like Erica Mena's pit bull. Girl, you got enough stuff going on in your household where everything is not hunky-dory. Why are you such a pit bull for Erica Mena? I've never seen Erica Mena stand up for you in your marriage and in your situation. It's just like, oh, the spicy Latina needs the black girl to defend her. She's a spicy Latina. She can't defend herself. I don't feel sorry for Erica. And here's why. Erica keeps saying things like, Safari wasn't at the hospital when his child was born. I was in the hospital having your son and you weren't there. I think Safari has wise counsel around him because if you notice, a majority of the time he either doesn't say anything or he walks away when he's being, berated by people who think they know his business or pretending like they don't know what's up. Wasn't it Erica Mena that got a temporary protective order against Safari so that he could not come to the hospital? Wasn't she on social media bragging about that? So when Safari attempted to come to the hospital, if he did, assuming that he did, I don't know. It's rumored that he did, but I don't know, right? Wouldn't, if there's a temporary restraining order against him that you have in place against him and he tries to come up to the hospital, how is he going to see you and the baby? You claim that he was out partying. He was out working. Yeah, he does get paid to party, right? He gets paid to show up at venues, right? He actually works and brings in income, right? He has kids to take care of and himself. So I don't understand. Later on, the restraining order, I think it wasn't made permanent. So I guess it was dropped. And Safari had pictures of himself holding his baby in the NICU. So he did go see his baby. I don't like that narrative that, oh, you abandoned me. Erica, stop it. You were on social media bragging about getting a restraining order against him. And my thing is, why were you getting a restraining order against him? Was he a threat to you? Like, you can't be pinning those type of accusations and assumptions on people like that. You reckless. And can we remember that Erica is the mother of 3 children? So the benchmark of her quote unquote mothering skills or motherhood is that starts with her first child that she allegedly didn't have custody of. Yeah, I said it. Yeah, I said it. And as a parent myself, I take pride in being a parent. That's a role and an assignment. That is a serious role and an assignment. So when people piss, the title away and make it seem like, oh yeah, this person ain't doing what they supposed to do, all because you're not getting what you want, I think it's a detriment to the kids and it's stupid. And I don't feel sorry for her. And I think that Erica is a liar and I think that she's a manipulator. And I wouldn't be defending her at all. Oh, Safari broke her heart. Safari broke her heart. Did he really, girl? Did he break your heart, or did he realize that, you know what, he don't want to be with you no more? I just think that Erica is a liar and she's very manipulative. And I don't find none of that funny. And sometimes, Safari, the best thing that you can do is say absolutely nothing. He's all over social media, basically saying like a lot of people think they know his business. And I think the best you can do is shut up. And he has been shutting up. Don't get on social media disgracing the mother of your child. Don't do it. Don't do it, because your kids are going to see it. On another note, there was videos circulating when Erica found out that she was only getting she was getting 4,000 something odd dollars a month. Now here's what I don't understand. That 4,000 something odd dollars a month, in addition to what you bring in, Erica, should suffice. It should absolutely suffice. There are plenty of parents, mothers and fathers, who raise their kids with just one income, right? And they make it work. And they may not make $4,000 a month, but they make it work, right? And that's just normal for them. So why is it that you're expecting some sort of preferential treatment? Or no, heaven forbid, I only get 4,000 something odd dollars from Safari a month. How much money are you bringing in? This leads me to believe that you ain't bringing in no money. Because if let's say Safari had no money and you weren't getting any money, how your kids gonna eat? You gonna be crying on TV? Well, if it's for a check, then you do what you got to do, right? You should be bringing in income, adding to that 4,000 something odd dollars. I don't care how broke people think Safari is or how rich people think Safari is. That's why you were probably trying to fight him for custody. I don't find nothing funny about that ish at all. And I'm already going off on a tangent, honey. So let me change the subject, okay? On a little bit of a lighter note, growing up hip hop is coming back, all right? Romeo is out here he's somebody's father. Romeo said he coming back, okay? I guess he realized that formula and diapers ain't no joke on the pockets, all right? So he coming back for a check. I'm not against Romeo coming back, but I just don't want the whole narrative with Angela and Romeo. I'm not interested. Okay. Lately on the blogs, I've been seeing Angela Simmons out with Yo Gotti, and it seems that they were in Dubai together. And I hope Yo Gotti is not going to be a part of the show. Is he? That would be weird. I don't know. We'll see. But I'm not interested in no Romeo and Angela rekindling. As a matter of fact, don't even let them film together. Okay. Because quite frankly, Angela picks and chooses who she wants to film with anyway. So let's keep it that way. So it looks like everybody is coming back. The OGs, the originals, Brianna, what's her name? Egypt and Samantha, they'll be back. Angela, Vanessa's coming back. There's rumors that Egypt is pregnant. Lord help us all. We shall see. So this is supposed to be coming back in January, if I'm not mistaken. So I'll be tuned in and maybe I will be reviewing the show again. It depends. I took a break from reviewing the last couple of seasons because everybody got on my nerves. Oh, cousin Titi, I hope she's coming back. So yeah, Romeo's returning, honey. Listen, you might as well. You need the extra bag, so it'll be interesting to see what he's up to. All right, all right, and all right. The moment we've all been waiting for. I got to speed this along. I don't want this video to be too long. All right, so Megan the Stallion was granted a restraining order against who, you might be asking. The CEO of the record label that she is signed to, 1501, Carl Crawford. This guy is like, he's working against his best, he's working against his own interest. I don't understand. So according to TMZ, Megan Thee Stallion isn't letting anyone screw up her shot at an American Music Award, not even her own label, and a Texas judge is backing her up by granting a restraining order. Megan filed legal documents to get the restraining order against her label, 1501 Certified Entertainment, and her distributor, 300 Entertainment. According to the docs obtained by TMZ Hip Hop, y'all notice that TMZ got TMZ Hip Hop now? It used to just be TMZ and maybe TMZ Sports. Now it's TMZ Hip Hop. Child, hip hop got their own sector with Harvey and them. I wonder why. Anyway, Megan claims that 1501 made threatening and retaliatory moves to block Megan from using her own music in connection with the American Music Awards, which will be handed out this coming Sunday. Of course, Megan's been battling 1501 on a bunch of fronts. Most notably, they're in a legal war over her contract. As previously reported, Meg believes that she satisfied the terms and should be a free agent, but 1501 insists she still owes more recordings. She doesn't specify what 1501 and or 300 Entertainment allegedly said or did to mess with the AMA broadcast on ABC, but a judge heard enough to grant the temporary restraining order. Both companies are now blocked from interfering with her music being used on the award show. Isn't this the second time that she had to get a restraining order against them? Because they were trying to block her from releasing her EP mixtape or whatever it's called, Sugar. Remember that? Anyway, the article continues. Megan is up for favorite female hip hop artist and voting for the awards. They ended last night. It's interesting that there is a court hearing scheduled where the label will have a chance to tell their side of the story. Heard this all before, right? Of course, that date is next Tuesday, 2 days after the American Music Awards have aired. Even the lawyers would have to admit that seems like a huge waste of time. Listen, Carl, I know a lot of people don't like Megan, right? But this is your artist. This is your bread and butter. What are you doing? You are either like zooted out of your mind or you are receiving some very bad business advice. You got Erica Banks out here with her lace front playing double dutch with her eyebrows. Erica Banks ain't got no album out. Erica Banks ain't got no promotion. She ain't doing no collabs with anybody. She ain't got no partnerships, no brand deals. She signed a huge deal with Warner Music, got a chain, had a boyfriend left. Drama, 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 drama. Why are you not putting your efforts and your funds into your artist, Erica Banks? I've said this before. Erica Banks is a casualty of this war that Carl and Megan Thee Stallion got going on. You are losing money, and poor Erica is shelved, and she is still going to be held to her contract, her contractual obligations, actually, right? She signed the contract. What is going on? I don't see you getting on live with Erica. Nothing. Absolutely, positively nothing. Erica is out here just winging it, fighting with people, arguing with people on social media, getting dragged on social media, her close friends' information leaking, and you're still going back and forth to court with Megan Thee Stallion. Erica Banks should have never signed a contract with 1501. Look where you at now. How long has she been signed to him? For a few years now. And look, Where is Erica Banks' album? Where's all the buzz surrounding Erica Banks? Why don't we see her out at events doing things? Child Erica, at this point, girl, you might as well start a YouTube channel and do something. I don't know. Start a business or something. Hopefully you got something lined up. But it's like her career is at a standstill because Carl wants to kind of like throw around his weight and antagonize Megan Thee Stallion. Like, there's a better way to handle business. Negotiation doesn't seem to be your strong suit. Hell, maybe it's Megan. Who knows? But it doesn't look good on the outside. From a business standpoint, it doesn't look good because you got an artist. Who else is signed to his record label? Just Megan and Erica? Can't be. Carl, you handling this all wrong, bro. And I don't know, man. I don't know how this is gonna end for you. Ladies and gentlemen, you drop down in the comments and you let me know what you think. Share your thoughts. You still have time to pay your admission fee, which is hitting the like button. Okay, drop down in the comments. Let me know what you think about any of the topics that were discussed in this Hot Topics video. I don't understand. Carl Crawford is not getting good business advice. He really isn't. So we shall see what will transpire 2 days after the American Music Awards when they go to court. Like, this is just like, we saw this a couple years ago, the same thing, and the judge allowed Megan to release Sugar when Carl. Why would you try to block her from releasing music? That's how you make your money. Erica Banks ain't making you no money because you're not investing in her. What is going on at 1501? And this is going to deter other artists from even wanting to work with you. I don't know what type of foolishness he on, bro. Whether you like Megan or not, you have to admit that these business practices are shady as hell and it makes no sense. This is not good for business. Beef is not good for business in the long run. All right, y'all. I'm signing off. That's all I got. Ain't got no more. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. I love you for watching. As always, until next time, peace.